moving on the outside towards this eastern side of the ring. The Falcons are setting up a defense just to make sure they're able to go for it. I think they're going on the push now, but Team Liquid stick a res meanwhile.
Now, I would have said that SSG have a pretty clear advantage here in a game like this on high ground. Although the problem is they've got teams like Liquid Alienware and they've got teams like Team Falcon and as well as Native who have been asserting themselves in this game. And so while things may traditionally play out high ground, teams have to fight each other on the low ground, you can pop in at the end and clean things up. You can expect maybe a play. Someone might not be satisfied
what's up, boss?
with third place or second. So SSG still have to be wary here, although they do look like they are in proud position.
Falcons got the banner. This could be big. SSG
they can't let this happen.
Looking all of this. I think SSG are completely looking at Native right now. They see through the smoke that something's going on. 140 out of Koi. That's denying a whole res.
Gets his second perk too. That's actually a huge bit of damage as well. So he's gonna get a little bit more access. And I think this is big for SSG.
Bouncy, what's up, boss?
That was definitely Falcons. They're trying to go for it again. Can Koiful delay?
Just got sweat define. That's enough for tonight. Yeah, sweat define is right, brother. I played it off stream just to get a feel for it, and I was like, holy fuck, dude.
The zone is closing in. This may just be Nano choosing to rat it out. He cannot take one.
You were just zooming around. It's like, what the fuck? I thought Apex was fucking sweaty. I've been chilling, bro. What's new with you?
Push onto the low ground.
That is insane. I wonder just what was going on in their mind. Did they think the threat wasn't there? Were they just preoccupied with other things? And as much as that's SSG's job, it's not, because they've got to focus on where they're going to move, and Falcons take advantage of the
fucking
chaos.
super gamers is right, man.
Will not relent,
I was just like, damn, I remember, I was sitting there like, I wish this shit came out when I was 13, bro. I would have been fucking little crackhead on that.
Called a super team in the ALGS, but SSG, they're not really ready to give up that title of first place so far. It's the second game, another top 5 Dia, and they're looking to close it out as they go into the hunts.
Oh, and ignoring Falcons entirely, they drop down, taking down Hal, but ultimately falling themselves. SSG go down. Falcons still have 2 left to make it 1 as Zero somehow survives with the catalyst walls going up and down. Falcons go down flat.
Making most of the schools 100% French. Bonjour, comment ça va? I had to learn French for fucking...
What note will it play? Liquid Alienware hoping that it's a good tune as the follows up as well. This team, we talked about them coming back and showing up in this split, and it seems like match day 2. They will. They'll grab the game and take the win here in match number 2.
Those are our boys, man. Liquid Alienware making it all. Zone pull right into their territory should be setting Space Station up to have one of their best match days in recent history.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. They walked away with the
Canada.
#1 win.
Yeah, you know what I've been saying since I was a little kid. I was just like, you know, you let them become their own little like fragment off of the country or whatever. They want to be their own little thing. Let them become their own thing, and then you just show up the next day with your military and be like, all right, you're fucking part of Canada now. Like you've been conquered.
Underneath Trials took an impressive fight to secure that for themselves, and here they go.
That's what I've been saying since I was little.
Immediately jumping into Skyhook, where these zones intersect. So hopefully we can convert into some exceptional gameplay and more eliminations, but for now we just have to wait and see what our teams like Liquid Alienware, your winners of map 2, all the way down from Dome.
I can't help but wonder whether they'll interact with Weave as well, because Weave do land Sky West and
show up with your whole fucking military just like on the border of fucking Quebec or whatever, and just, hey, how's it going? So you got until noon to become part of Canada, or you're fucked.
Which is where E8 are dropping today. You will normally move up towards Grandma's house and then take the scan. This time having an evac tower makes that even better, and it should set E8 up for a good spot in the end zone if they're able to predict this properly, as they have struggled with in the past couple of days.
Execute order 66.
You can see here, they're not going to intersect with Weave. Instead, Temper will be the object of their desire. Hal down here, Jen and Zero will have to clutch this up. One of the things that's to be said, I can only imagine what Zero is talking about now that Hal is down, and they're just probably looking to hit that res. Not going to come through as that thermite stifles that Jen with the Jenny down. That's hard to think about right there, but it happens.
Do you think that he says Gen when he puts it down?
Jen, go.
Doesn't seem very on brand for him, but like I kind of hope against hope that it's what happens.
For now, Cloaked fully eliminated there. And
imagine playing Watson and your name's Jen. And they're like, throw down a Jen. And you're like, Jen, what?
Third party for them as they make their move onto Falcons.
Could even take out this power squad that they've got on top of them, but are going to instead take this small moment to loot, which I do appreciate. I do wonder
because you're
whether
fucking
it's a
loot
smart
goblins.
use of their time, but if they can coexist with Falcons, then, you know, maybe
I hope Falcons turns around to the runs
not
weave
what
right
Falcons is known for. Typically, this squad will get very aggressive on you, and Weave are just completely focusing on the other squads around them, pushing Falcons away. And that's going to be the duo of Falcons unable to recover Hal.
Yeah, they went ahead and just left the building. You're right, they do not like coexisting or cohabitating in any of those buildings. So taking the leave there for now. Flat currently in 5th place with 22 points on the board, rotating over to Grandma's house, which is typical of what we've seen E8 just do, right? You want to grab this survey beacon atop, hit the player scan or man scan, as you've heard frequently, and for now it seems like they're going to bide their time, smoke it out, and see what their next course of action is.
Having this Grandma's house beacon is super nice. It's the right.
Bro, I just want
for
the
every
pet.
team. I think Flat are gonna take it now, and then Stallions are in line.
I
right
just want
behind
the
them.
pet.
Disguise again, getting caught up a little bit early on in the lobby. Aren't quite able to make the rotate, and they are relying on the Wraith port more than I remember them doing in splits past. It seems like this is the answer for Disguise,
Tokes.
since they aren't running Bangalore to make every rotation. It means that this is an ult excel hungry team.
And also you can see when Design upgrades those Evo shields, which perk he locks in. That first one is going to be the ultimate cooldown, so he'll get it faster, coupled alongside ult excels that he usually has, but you can see none for the time being. But a Wingman Wraith, I mean, name a more dynamic duo, I'll wait.
Yeah, right. This is literally like what Design made his name on, is being able to, with the Wingman, which thank God is back on the ground, be able to pick off so many people so quickly. With limited mag capacity, you know, maybe Design's got a little bit nerfed this time around. But DSG don't seem to mind that one bit. They've got Timmy holding it down, taking out Onmu.
Love that he grabs that evac tower to rotate ahead of Onmu and just catch him. That's, if I'm Onmu right there, I just am like, really, Timmy, we gotta do this, and he did. And there goes the ult Excel to get the beast of the hunt a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And for now, they'll regroup.
DSG actually on a pretty silent side of the map. For the moment, they haven't got a lot of teams to run into, but we know that Liquid, our winners of last game, should be rotating up behind them momentarily. So a lot of these squads on the edge, well, maybe not getting caught up in survey camp like they were before, are still going to be ultimately at the whim of Team Liquid, who are coming up from the south. I want to take a moment, actually, if we can, Tiff, talk about Team Liquid's pathing. I'm going to take a creative liberty and illustrate how they were rotating up last game, as we caught onto them just around here at Mod, where they then went up through Geyser, actually sticking around here for a beacon, and then moving up towards Fragment, into Epicenter this way, down, around Survey, and then over and into Skyhook for the win. This time around, Liquid, if you take a look at their positioning now, are following this path almost exactly, and it would be a big divergence if they were to move towards Disguised. I'd like to see them follow their pathing from previously and move through the Epicenter side, joining up with their previous rotate and maybe hitting this beacon.
Yeah, your creative liberty at first, I thought you were driving the Big Dipper there, and then it just got a little squiggly, but yeah, making its way over to Grandma's house in the north to grab that survey beacon, because as you'll see, you'll pick up all of the information of what's going on in that Skyhook area. Now, very unforgiving, because there's going to be two separate ways to get in there, but we've already got action that's going to be breaking through. Furia on your screen, Vaxlon kind of holding up inside of Diner. You've got the teams inside the building just north of them. But it's going to be the Bloodhound scan that gives that information away.
unfortunately in Skyhook, you can bunker down for a really long time. And with the amount of teams that are running Catalyst, I think a lot of people in this ring are going, well, why would we fight? We don't know where next ring is going. We don't need a better position. In the next minute, that should change. But until then, it's going to be mostly the teams that are fighting outside of Skyhook that are drawing the most attention. Teams like Stallions that do not want to swing into nades. Retzi actually hurls a nice one, could find some cracks. We'll see what the comms from Stallions are like over the next couple of seconds. Retzi gets double swung on shot in the back, doesn't even trade back, 50 damage instead. Stallions have got to head for the hills because this fight is lost, Tiff.
It is going to attract the attention of everyone in the lobby that is still trying to make their way into Skyhook. And you already drew out the pathing. This is right where Liquid Alienware should be heading. And as you can see, we pull out that full picture. They're on the opposing side of the tracks. Now, will they make their presence known in this fight, or will they make a well-approached third party as Alb and Jaloan has moved up towards the roof here, looking for some sort of control? No nades, but we do have knuckle clusters galore waiting on that scan, likely to decide that push for them.
In a weird way, the fact that these shots have stopped may actually have saved both teams from the wrath of Liquid Alienware, because I don't see anyone sticking around and watching this fight, waiting for them to be discovered, and we haven't seen any gunfire from either squad in the past 30 seconds. It's given more than enough time for Liquid Alienware to move on past, and it's a bit of serendipitous silence for them both.
Yeah, yup, it was in that vicinity as well, and they dived right back south in disguise. More action for them, job's not done. Enemy throwing out the knuckle clusters. We do have, oh, that nade connects, Jet goes flying, and here's Design into the void to reposition, but gets caught out. Retribution from Deeds across the way.
Who knew that we would be calling out Deeds, Gent, and Design playing against each other, especially Design and Gent, after so much history together in the ALGS.
Deeds, I was just like, what the fuck?
Formerly
He's never even played with
winning IGL. Could make their way down, perhaps rescue the banner on the low ground. With Designful now being full thirsted, Timmy's eating crossfire from Onmu, and just this IGL is denying the path forward for Disguised. What will he do now that he's down to a duo? Can he even deny something like this res with the angle that Onmu has? I don't think he can.
Oh yeah, you can. Are you kidding me?
Oh, the angles though, you're right. He's gonna keep on trying to make that happen, but will eventually have to invest the mother load in some knuckle clusters, but time is of the essence. We're sitting at about 20 seconds with the damage coming through, and honestly, with the perks, you get all of the outlines from the players, and Fuse! Oh my god, enemy!
He takes down both of them after the res happened. Now that is Fuse just on a ridiculous level. Timmy knows that he's got this in the bag, swooping in onto both of them. Enemy Fuse changes the game for Design.
Enemy, oh my god. Now, you think this guy has just been in Apex comp for some time, dating back to Atlanta Premier, has played with other players that are competing here today, such as Crook. But since his staple time on DSG, this squad has been so cerebral, so fun to watch. They're always shaking things up with that legend composition. But you know what they gotta be weary of? The ring. And it hurts real bad.
It's the one thing you can't outplay in Apex Legends. Enemy's medkit actually will go off. He actually might be able to get a second one. I think he will. But I do wonder whether he's actually able to make it into the ring as a result. Waits out the banner. It's going to be real close, and Enemy doesn't have a lot of medkits to continue this. He's walking right up next to NRG, who have just ferrofluided the door.
I think production just told me that he did 562 damage there with those nades, so kind of cracked if that's what I just heard in my ear. But we turn our attention to the teams that have thrived so far in Skyhook, and NRG just on the outside of the edge here, making their way in, destroying those Watson fences, trying to clear out this building.
We go down as a team landing in Sky West, going down in 19th, not what they were hoping to cook up. An enemy has made it in right next to NRG without having been spotted. Not a great spot in zone. Very, very close to the next ring, but not as close as Liquid Alienware, who have landed right next to it, even taking the building, this low ground, and making it their own. Good rotation from Liquid.
All right, Liquid, you won map number 2 with 8 eliminations, and it was, you know, in Skyhook. Despite the long rotation out of Dome, we've made it here and have found ourselves well positioned for that next zone. For Furia, though, Keon on the lifeline would love to hear how they're going to approach this. Let's jump into a listen-in.
Okay, they just wasted scan. Okay, so now we should look to cross them with your next smoke. We should go now because they wasted scan. I'm gonna scan back.
Come left, come left, come left.
I'm going.
There's a rampart on top of.
We're good behind here. We're good behind here. Like I said, we're good. Keon, what's your CR next care package?
I have to rip it all the time. I can get it back.
Kind of safe for me as well if you guys get hard pressure.
Yeah, Keon needs to just get a care package like here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I think we need to play quiet because that fuse could
keep
fucking
scanning this
ruin
side
it.
though. Keep scanning that side.
Scanning it too.
I got a pack down here.
Good job. Scanning.
They don't know where they're going. They don't know where they're going. Top downer, top downer.
Oh, dude, there's a few shots.
Can we blow that up?
Not really, no.
Looking for a vert on it.
I got a Moby here.
He's on the outside, on the outside, on the outside. Got a matey.
Careful.
He ran back.
I have a bunch of bats here. I dropped some if you need it.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fucking problem. We just need to not give him damage. Watch.